All right, so for those of you joining, you want me to just grab spirits? You don't like that?
I don't care.
I told my moderator I was going to do lives a little bit different today, and she's like, "Holy Toledo, don't!" So I'm going to mix it up today. Normally, I just absolutely just grab spirits. Today, I'm going to let them step forward instead of. Typically, whenever they want to step forward, they have to barge their way. I will start, though, with someone. She looks happy to be there. I know. She was happy to put her on camera. She's beautiful. I don't know why she doesn't like to be on camera. Okay, so I am going to start by, until we get a crowd on, I'm going to start by pulling up actual spirits, and then I'm just going to let them step up. So, for those of you who have never seen me read, I look to the left, I describe the spirit stepping up, you confirm the information just because I like the authenticity of, yes, you have my spirit before I start delivering the message. Okay, so let's see, I was going to read, someone just wanted their grandfather. Did you see that, McKenna? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Grandfather Coy. Jade Burley? What's her grandfather Coy? All right. So we're going to start with that until we get a few people on. All right, Miss Jade Burley, let's see who we got going on for you. Now, I describe who is stepping up. If it is not your spirit, please just say, nope, not my spirit, and we figure out who they belong to. Okay, so this gentleman stepping up was someone who and I'm trying to pull up Grandfather Coy, was someone who he must have had to work in a dirt. He got dirty because he's just doing this as he's stepping up, but it's more dust. So he would have worked outside in the dust. He was a complete fixer guy. He was someone who put things together. He, if he had a problem, needed something. Okay, yes, he did. Thank you. You are very good. You people are on it today. Good job. So when I was like, oh, you're on it today, you're doing a good job, your grandfather was like, she's a smart girl. Smart girl. So he says that you're very studious. So you're someone who is also book smart. He's teasing you. So you've been someone who is a teasing guy. He's saying that you're not always street smart. Don't worry. I have a couple of those children that they're book smart, but they're not street smart. Hello for those of you just joining. He is talking about it is beautiful wherever you are. So your grandfather, Jade Verley, is talking about it's beautiful wherever you are, and like, why are you inside? Why are you inside? Go have some fun. He is still very much talked about and missed. I feel that y'all still talk about him, especially when something needs to be fixed. And like, wish Grandpa was around. He could help. Is someone, I'm going to ask this if you don't, you confirm real quick, it's not a big deal, but is someone in your family, Jade Verley, working in the oil field? He's showing me oil field references.
She says that they talk about him.
Yeah, he loves it. Y'all keep his memory alive. Aw, thank y'all. I love that. Someone just said to tap. It helps my, I forget what it's called. Yes, but it does help me. And if you are wanting a reading, you can put your the name of the person you want in the comments. To get a reading with me personally, it's Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium. Calendar opens up to you. You're automatically sent a Zoom link. So, did she confirm about the oil film?
She said not sure.
Okay, we'll let that go.
This is ask him more.
Okay, very good. I will ask him more. He's showing me someone working on pipes, like they're welding, working on pipes, doing that kind of work. They're getting very dirty doing this work and working really hard, and that's who he's wanting to get a message to. Whatever they're doing, he's very much saying that they need to be careful. So I know sometimes whenever someone's been doing a certain kind of work for a long time, electricians, welders, they don't forget to be safe, but sometimes they cut corners.
She just said, I think he did.
Whenever he's referencing someone who is alive and someone who does that kind of work now. Whenever, and they're cutting corners, I think just because they've been doing it for a while, and he is very much saying they need to stay safe. They need to stay safe. So they very much need to start paying attention to those safety guidelines, and that is on here for anyone who is a welder, anyone who works with their hands. I've had that message come up a lot lately, that once you've been doing it for a long time, it's not that you forget safety, you just kind of cut corners because you've been doing it so long. You're like, oh my goodness, I don't need to go to these 15 steps when I can just do these 5 and it'll be just fine. Don't cut corners. He is Javerly, who has the small dog? Someone has a dog close to him who is alive. The dog is alive. And he's talking about completely messing with that dog. That dog does this and watches and is just looking into thin air. Very much messing with that dog. And he is saying how proud he is of you, that you have... Actually, okay, people join me. You have... gone through some struggles lately. I know that it's been tough lately, but you've been going through some struggles lately. Talking about how proud he is of you, that you haven't given up. You just keep getting up and putting one foot forward, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. I'm very proud of that. All right. Thank you very much, Dave, for letting me read your grandfather. You did a great job of confirming information. For those of you who are popping on, as I'm pulling up your loved one, please confirm the information so that we know we have the right spirit. There is a young man stepping up. I'm going to read him real quick. My moderators don't especially like it when I do that because so many people try to claim the spirits. So listen to the spirit I'm describing. Please don't start claiming them unless the information fits your person. Okay, he's a young man. He did not make it. He's younger than 25. He's in his late teens to mid-20s, in that range. He hung out with a rough crowd. He has dark hair. Were you Hispanic? He just had like a darker complexion about him. But you know, he is wearing a bandana on his head, so I don't know if that's just a style he had or if he sweated a lot, but he is admitting that he did some unkind things. And what are we getting here? Wait a minute, don't tell me anything. My moderator was about to talk. It's like, don't tell me any information. Let me finish getting this. Okay, I'm getting an M name.
Somebody.
Michael of the morning.
Jordan J. Her friend Michael.
Jordan J.
That was the first one that came up too.
I don't always get a lot of names, and so it's been funny that spirits lately, when their name is Michael, they put that, I don't know if you've heard that, Michael of the morning, fresh court of heaven adorning, that little Michael prayer. They were putting that in my head. But this guy was not. He believed in an afterlife, but he wasn't someone who went to church or anything. Jordan J., did he die a violent death? Was there violence associated with his passing? He's making me feel like he's taking responsibility for his own passing. He was in his early 20s. Very good. Yes, he was shot. Okay, very good. He's taking responsibility for his own passing in that he was in an environment that created that violence. And talking about, he was a good-looking guy. And he kind of used it to his advantage. And I don't know that he was just physically good looking. Well, he's corrected me. He said he was, but whatever. He was more just had that. He's like, I was about to say thug mentality.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So, and he very much enjoyed that. I know that it's hard to imagine the choices that he made, that he lived a good life. He very much enjoyed his life. He didn't regret his choices. He also knew he had an innate feeling that his choices was going to lead to his lifespan being altered. And he owns it. He said, I'm owning that. I'm owning that. He is calling you a pretty girl. He was talking about how pretty you are, and very much appreciated your friendship. I'm not sure that y'all ever had a thing, but there was kind of this flirtatious thing.
She said that they talked about that before, and he read a lot of things.
Yeah. Y'all had this flirtatious thing going on, and he kind of felt like you were out of his league. I think because of the lifestyle he was living, he didn't feel like that he could bring you a lot to the table.
She said, yes, we had a thing.
Yeah, you had a thing. It'd been hard not to have a thing with this guy. He's very cute, very charming. Not someone you would marry, but you know. And when I said that, he's like, yeah, well, that's true. Like, he's owning it. He's owning it. So for those of you who are just joining, I did not announce I was going live, and I just on the spur of the moment grabbed my daughter and was like, hey, you want to help me go live real quick? And popped on here. But it's like Spirit knew, and they were pushing people. And so Jordan, he is very much saying he was pushing you to get on, and taking responsibility for you being here.
Someone pointed out that it's 333.
Is it 333? Very good, it is. All right. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for stepping up. Okay, do you have someone?
No, I wasn't looking for that. I have the other question, so.
You have a question?
What?
Okay. Nick, will I end up with my twin flame? Okay. Boy, y'all just opened a can of worms for me, didn't you? This twin flame thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I end up with my twin flame. Be careful what you ask for. I will say that when you ask for a twin flame. Be careful what you ask for, because a lot of people think there's this thing going on with twin flames now where people think, oh, I have to find my twin flame. I got to do it. Your twin flame was your original soul that kind of split. It's going to be your opposite. And the job, if you get with your twin flame, is going to catapult you into another level. Now, anytime you're catapulted into another level, there can be turmoil and a lot of drama associated with that. You might want to prefer to go with your soulmate. But to answer your question, you know, I am feeling that you are going to have a relationship with your twin flame, but I'm not convinced it's going to last. But I do feel like you're going to have I'm sorry, I'm going to move on to my next question. You have a relationship, but not lasting. Casey, will I get pregnant? You know, I'm currently not feeling a lot of positivity in that area. Now, these are psychic questions I'm answering, and if you've heard me read before, you know that I say psychic is never 100%. I read the energy of a situation. There's too much free will. Psychic can never be 100%. Will I get back with Ryan? Jana, will I get back with Ryan? I'm feeling you will, but I am not feeling like the relationship is going to be permanent, that there has not been enough changes to occur to allow you to feel respected and cherished in that relationship. Adrian, Hasey? Will your daughter have babies? I do feel like she's going to have babies. I do feel that. I love it when I can get positive answers. Oh, sorry. Did you pull something for me to read?
I can, real quick.
Okay.
Tanya? One? She wants her father.
Okay. While my moderator was taking a minute to find someone for me to read, a lady stepped up, so let's pull her through. I'm hearing an M name, but she has mother energy, so the M name is not associated with mom. I'm hearing an M name, but or maybe an N. Maybe it's an N. Anyway, MN name. Mom energy. She feels like she passed. She have been, I was going to say young. She was probably in about her 60s. That is still young, and the closer I get to 60, the younger it feels. She very much liked having her makeup done. She liked presenting well. She liked looking nice. And I'm not saying she was vain. She's saying putting her best foot forward. She liked putting her best foot forward. Very friendly lady. She showed me walking outside the door, waving to people. Hello, hello. She did work outside the home. She had to dress to go to work, but not like in a three-piece suit. But she had to dress nicely, so it wasn't like she was working construction or anything. She had to dress nicely. Has anyone claimed this lady yet? No. Okay. So listen up, people. We have a mom energy. She died in her 60s. She had an illness, but it was a short illness. She didn't battle for a long time. She had a short illness. She very much liked putting her best foot forward, liked having her hair and makeup done, very friendly, talkative. I'm hearing like
Mother-in-law Mary?
Robin Sinclair, you said? Yeah. Very good. I do want to compliment, I think Robin is grabbing this lady. And when I said mom energy, very good that you caught that. A mother-in-law, I should have said that. A mother-in-law can absolutely come through with mom energy. She is, also, she has a great personality. She's very funny because as you said, Mary, she was like, Mary, quite contrary, like just being all bebopping around. This lady had a ton of energy. She would have just been a ball of fire when she was coming through. Now, she and she really liked you, Robin, which I don't think there was any doubt in your mind that she really liked you, but she is just very much coming through talking about just what a good wife and mom you are, and she appreciated that. She knew how hard you worked. She knew how hard you were trying, and she says that you're too critical of yourself, Miss Robin. You are like every little thing. Like she shows me you lay in bed at night and just run through.
It means a lot.
Oh, you're like, oh my goodness, I yelled at this, I did this, I lost my temper here, I did that. She's like, no, you're doing a good job. Stop being so critical. You very much saying that you need to offer yourself the same grace and love that you offer to others, that you hold space for people. You have a huge heart, and that you are more critical of yourself than you are of other people. It's just like, walk in love for yourself, honey. Walk in love for yourself, honey. And she said, tell my boy to buy you flowers every once in a while. I had to make sure I was getting that right. That was the momentary pause. I was like, am I hearing that right? And she had to repeat it to me a couple of times. Just because I thought it was kind of funny. Like, sometimes, and she's so sweet because I was apologizing to her in my head, like, oh, I'm sorry. I heard you right the first time. It was just I wasn't expecting you to say that, so it took me a moment to process. And she touched me. She said, that's okay, honey. You're doing a good job. So she would have also been someone who was very good about encouraging others.
She said that they're divorced now, but she's still loves him very much.
I just blocked some. Okay, so someone said that sounds so general. Yes, it sounded real general. A name, description, personalities, real general. You're letting your jealousy show, whoever that was that just said that. All right, who else we got?
The Tana.
Oh, yeah. Tanya, her father. Yeah. Tanya 1, your father. Okay, so Miss Tanya, if you're on, listen up. Please tell me if it is not your dad. We'll find who the spirit belongs to. So this guy stepping up is very nice. He is very communicative. He's instantly steps up teasing me because the way I just went off on that person is not my normal personality. It really isn't. I'm usually more laid back than that. But I was just like, oh my goodness. are we really starting this on a Saturday afternoon? Do you have nothing better to do than be a freaking troll? And so he steps up and he's like, oh, are we feeling a little feisty today? So he's someone who, and his smile is beautiful. His smile is contagious. And so teasing, very nice. Smile is
She said that he has a good side, but he was a rebel.
Absolutely. You could tell he very much appreciated me just kind of like, and he is teasing me. He says I'm way too.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He says I'm way too nice, which I will disagree with that. But I can be pushed. I just have no patience for trolls today, Dad. And he's like, I feel you. I feel you. But he is also saying that you, Tanya, you never have any patience for trolls, and he absolutely loves that in you.
That's such a him thing.
That you are very loving and generous and sweet and all those things, but you have absolutely no patience for, okay. If you don't want to hear a bad word, plug your ears. Because he says, Tanya, you have no patience for assholes. That was your dad's words. That was his exact words.
She said that she hates mean and impolite people.
Yes, yes. And he said that that you will go mama bear on people. That you will go mama bear on people in a heartbeat. He's like, I love that about my girl. I love that about my girl. And he really is talking about, he encouraged that in you. And that is a wonderful trait to have been allowed to have. Your dad never wanted you to silence yourself or to be, oh, thank you for the gifts, to control, be the good girl, sit back, not challenge society. He very much encouraged that in you, and he is so proud that you are strong. You are a strong girl, and he is very proud of you for that. Okay. Have you recently, because he's showing me, he said that, just so y'all know, listening to me out there, whenever a spirit says, I'm proud of them or I'm around them, I don't let the spirit stop there. They have to tell me why they're proud of you or how they're around you. So you heard when your dad said that he was proud of you, he had to say why. And he said, tell her I'm around her. And I said, prove it to me. And he's showing me, you get in your car, and when you get in your car, you're just like on a mission. Put on your shades and you crank that stereo, and you live somewhere where you make a turn and you have to get on a very very busy street, and you like gun it, and he is showing that he's always around you when you do that. He's like teasing, like holding on for dear life. He's very much teasing you, and it's just showing that he's around you. Thank you, Tanya, for letting me read your dad. He was a joy. Absolutely loved reading him. He has beautiful energy. And I appreciate you letting me connect to him today. I think he made me lose my temper, though, with that lady who was being unkind. Because that's not my general self. Okay, you have psychic?
No, I don't.
No.
It's just very hard to do all of these things at once, Mama.
My moderators, I usually have 2 moderators, but it's just the one today. And she's like, it's very hard to do all this at one time. Okay, I'm going to just bring someone up. Someone step up. Okay, we have a young man. Okay, so this young man, what is these young people stepping up today? I mean, I love them and all, but it makes me a little bit sad. He's a son. I'm feeling he's a son to someone on here, and he was in his late teens. He loved the summer. For whatever reason, he is stepping forward in swimming trunks, and at first I thought he was just, that was the way he was stepping up, but now I'm realizing it has a reason for it, that he loved the summer, he loved water sports, he loved the pool, he loved the beach. I'm sorry, I was trying to get his name. I'm hearing an N name. Nick? Maybe Nick? It's an N name. N. As in no. he was a beautiful, beautiful, physically beautiful person. He was is presenting very tanned.
That's the only one I have seen come up.
Oh no.
I'm asking, is that?
Well, I was saying an N name like Nick.
Yeah, she said Nicholas.
Nicholas? But does the rest of it fit?
All she said was Nicholas.
Okay.
She hasn't said anything else. Her son.
So let me repeat how this boy is presenting and make sure that we have the your love, even his name. Okay. So let me tell you, I shouldn't have blocked that person who said it was general. Like, really? Okay. So this grown-ass man, he said, but whatever. He's young. He's in his late teens. I'd be surprised if he made it to 20. Loved the outdoors, very beautifully built, very physically beautiful. He liked all things water, the beach.
She said 23.
Very tan, and he has an N name, as in like Nick or something like that.
She said that his name is Nicholas, that he went by Nick, and that he was 23.
Okay, and this Tina gal?
Yep.
And it was her son?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Tina.
Lived in Florida.
Oh, he lived in Florida. Very good. I'm telling you, these spirits are doing, I just want to take a moment and compliment the spirits right now because they are doing a kick-ass job with their information. Everyone has come up with names and ages and how they looked and just some beautifully pertinent information to their identification. And yeah, y'all are doing a good job. So when I turned to him,
he had moved back home before you.
Whenever I turned back to him, I was like, y'all are doing a good job. He's like, so Nick said, thank you. Like, he's being very just young and energetic and beautiful. And he misses teasing his mom. So Tina, this boy would have just teased and teased you and made you laugh. Like, this kid lived to make you laugh and to make people around him laugh. He was just a joy to be around. He did have a little bit of a rebel side to him,
Yes.
which, you know, he's 23, so I have one of those myself. Well, she's not 23, but almost. And I love that age when they can embrace just the beauty of life and just the joy of it, which he absolutely did. You know, Tina, he is talking about that you talk to him all the time, and so for anyone listening, I do want to describe to y'all, and this includes you, Tina, starting with you, but I want everyone to understand how you can hear and know it's a spirit talking to you. There's a couple of identifying factors. One thing, spirits interrupt. Mid-sentence, if you're talking to them mid-sentence, they will interrupt. Also, they will have random drop-ins of information. A lot whenever you're doing meditative tasks like driving, cooking, doing your makeup, things that are repetitive and that you kind of drop into. Oh, that's so cute. I haven't seen that one before. Thank you. That's when those random thoughts will drop in. If you tap into the energy of that thought that has dropped in or that interruption when you're talking, you can feel the energy shift. And Tina, you are very clairaudient, which means you can hear his voice in your head. You just analyze yourself out of it. You feel like that, what is that? Sorry, my computer just did something weird. You analyze yourself out of it and like, no, it couldn't be. No. He's like, Mom, that is me. I talk to you all the time. I hear you. So
She said that she's heard him speak to her.
very good. Oh, thank you for the lights. Very good, Tina. Isn't that beautiful when you can, oh, it almost made you cry, he said. Yes. He says, I know that you're going to disagree with this. I'm just passing along the message and I'm acknowledging that you're not going to agree with this, Tina, but he's saying that you're a perfect mom and you did nothing wrong. So I'm not sure what that's in relation to, but he is just talking about you were a perfect mom and you did nothing wrong.
He walked up behind her. He's walked up behind her.
he knew that he was loved. So I saw someone asking about paying for a reading. These are not paid on the live. I just, well, I was going to say, I don't know. Every once in a while, I shouldn't say that. I don't know about this moderator. Moderator will sometimes feel bad about people who keep giving me things and will pull their name. But typically, it's just whoever my moderator pulls. If you want, thank y'all for the gifts. You can book readings on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. When you book it, a Zoom link is automatically sent to you, and you just click on the Zoom, and I pop on your screen. All right. So do you have someone else for me to read? Oh, what's that? Did you have someone else?
Nurse Michelle.
Nurse Michelle.
And Scott.
Nurse Michelle wants Scott.
Yep.
Who was Scott to her?
She said Scott.
Okay, Miss Nurse Michelle.
Or she might have said I just missed it.
We'll see if we get Scott. Now remember, if it is not your spirit, please feel free to say no, that's not my spirit, and we'll find who it belongs to. That happens every once in a while. So let's see, Miss Nurse Michelle, if we can find her Scott. This is a young man. He makes me want to pull your hair. I don't know what that is about. But he's walking up like pulling hair, like he would have done that to you. So I don't know what that is about. Kind of weird information, but whatever. He's saying gone too soon, gone too soon. So that is something that y'all must say about him specifically, that he was gone too soon, gone too soon. And he is, someone was just recently looking at pictures of him. I don't know if you can identify that. Someone was looking at pictures of him and kind of laughing about his antics. This is someone who was
She
kind of...
said absolutely. I think it was about the hair pulling.
About the hair pulling. That was very good. I'm telling you, these spirits are doing kick-ass today. Yes, y'all are. Your brother, he's being funny. He said, we've been practicing. Have y'all been practicing over there? He said, I had back-to-back readings all day, and he's teasing about that. He said, yes, it was busy in your office today. So he's very much teasing you about the busyness. He said it was standing room only. So this guy would have been a complete riot, like just very funny. Always, he's acknowledging that he would acknowledge when things sucked. So, but then it was like, nothing you can do about it. Let's go, let's have some fun. Let's, laughing through your tears is what he's saying.
She said always a jokester.
Yeah, very much a jokester. I love his energy. Did he leave a son behind? There is either a son or a nephew. There is someone from a generation below him. He's referencing a male. Like it was either been a son or a nephew, someone he was close to, his generation below him. He's very much talking about that child needs to, has she confirmed?
Neither. She said neither.
Okay. Do you know who he's referencing? Someone who was a male who was a generation below him, or someone who was close to who was younger than him? He's very much referencing that. And that person needs to, she hasn't said. That person needs to have fun, needs to find joy, needs to be more of a jokester. They're way too serious. She hasn't confirmed that yet. Okay. We'll keep going because we don't want a lot of... I know y'all are on the live to listen to silence while I'm reading comments.
She said she has no idea.
Okay. If it comes to you, because sometimes when you'll just have an epiphany, oh, that's who he's talking to. And I'm hearing 10 years younger than him. This person was younger than him. Anyway, that person needs to find joy, have some fun, be a jokester. Have you recently been, he's showing me, Nurse Michelle, you recently writing something. I'm not sure what you were writing. I don't feel like you were journaling. I feel like you were writing a note of some sort. And when spirits say that, it is just a sign that they're around you and they see what's going on. And whenever you're writing, I can just see him kind of looking over your shoulder. When your brother comes to you, he's on your right shoulder. So the next time you are, Jesus is the answer. Kindness, love is the answer. Sometimes people forget that Jesus vibrated in a pure love vibration. And the only people that Jesus ever judged was the Pharisees, the people that judged others. So when next time you're writing your list, feel on your right shoulder. That's where you're going to feel that energy shift. That's where he comes to you. So make sure the next time you're writing that list, you're going to take a moment and tap in. Thank y'all for all the gifts. Y'all are being so sweet to me today. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. Thank you, Nurse Michelle, for letting me read your brother Scott. And you did a great job of confirming the information. I so appreciate y'all when y'all are just spot on and moving it right along. Like I said, no one likes to hear quiet in a reading. Okay, there is a little boy stepping up. I mean, a little boy, like preteen. And he is stepping forward in a, I don't know if this is baseball, some kind of athletic attire looks. I'm not sure. Do they play baseball, preteen, or is that t-ball? Whatever. Anyway, a ball. He's playing ball. He has a glove. He has a cap. Little big kid. He's taking offense to that. He was a preteen kid. Then he's making my head hurt. Like his passing either had something to do with his head or he had headaches before he passed, because he's very much making my head hurt. The ball shirt he's wearing is blue and very much loves his ball cap. Like, he is not, this is unusual because I was asking him, all the other spirits have just stepped up like that, has given me a name. Maybe a B name. A B, ba. But don't hold me to that. He's having a tough time communicating. Which does not mean anything. It could,
Brian?
It could very much be Brian. I'm very much hearing a B name. But I'm not getting, I'm hearing a B, ba. But that's all I'm hearing from him. Was Brian a preteen and liked to play boy ball? His ball shirt is blue. He's very much making me feel that. Like his ball shirt is blue. Have we determined who this is? Preteen. Okay, so preteen, loved ball.
Yes, he passed when he was in the 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay, very good, Jessie.
Jessie Mix 7.
Jessie Mix. Who was that to her?
I don't know. She didn't say.
Okay.
But I've been looking for her.
Okay. And can you confirm, Jessie, did his
classmate?
Oh, did he have a head injury or a head ache? I mean, do you know if his passing had something to do with his head? Also, he's showing me someone has done something to honor him. I was about to say memorialize him, and he stopped me. More of to honor him, like he makes me want to look outside. Like there is something that people pass, and it reminds them of him, and his family has done that. He passed in a car. Okay, that would make sense with the head injury. And so I don't know if you know his family, because he very much wants it known that he sees what they have done. Oh, we decorate his, oh, very good. Okay, very good. And that's, he wants it known that he sees that.
He does know his family.
If you could, this is where I say there's free will. Because this boy wants to get a message to his family, but, you know, not everyone believes in mediumship, which is absolutely fine. So I always say it's free will whether you pass the message on or not, because some people aren't going to take it well. So you kind of need to determine ease your way into that conversation. He wants his family to know how much he appreciates that they still honor him, they still decorate that sign, they still talk about him and remember him. And he had a beautiful life. This boy knew he was loved, just had such a beautiful life. And if you feel comfortable,
they would love it if it's from him.
They would feel if you feel comfortable, pass that message along to him. His mom actually has a picture sitting out of him, and I feel like it's in this ball outfit, but she stops and just stares at that picture. So yes, of course she's going to have pictures of her son around, but there's this one in particular picture that she just stops and stares at and just kind of absorbs his energy. And that's just an acknowledgement that he's around her and he sees what she's doing. Thank you so much for claiming him. As he walked away, so what happens is most people that are watching this are spiritual, have a concept of spirituality. When you pass over, you don't actually keep your body. I mean, you just become a being of light. But you have to take on a body to talk to me, so I have some identifying factors. As he walked away, he transformed in this beautiful grown man, and so his mom must really envision that. If he was still alive, he'd be this age. If he was still alive, he'd be this age, and just thinks about that and how beautiful he would be.
Someone said they love your angel wing.
Thank you, Wayfair. It took me forever to find something to put back there. Someone says that they love my gift, which I so appreciate. I have worked really hard on it. I've taken a lot of classes, and I am starting to teach a class. So if you feel like this is something you want to learn, it's an intro to mediumship class. It starts April 20th. It's on my site. It runs for 4 weeks. It's an intro class, and it teaches you how to do this. And I was just working with my daughter the other day, and so many people are gifted and can do this, but you just don't trust the information you're getting. That's a lot of it, is trusting the information. I can't tell you how many years I had spirit voices in my head. I had no idea that's what it was. I thought it was just crazy. Well, it might be crazy, but I thought the voices in my head were crazy. Okay, we got some. What you got for me?
There's just 3, but I don't know if they're still here.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. Rihanna. Is Michael coming back to them? I don't feel a lot of positivity in that area, but like I say, psychic is not 100% because there's so much free will. Reading the current energy of it, I do not feel positivity in that area. I do feel like Rachel Fitz, I do feel like the C-section is going to go well. I know C-sections can be so scary. I mean, they're major surgery, very scary, but I feel you are going to have peace. You're going to have angels surrounding you during that time. You're going to feel a lot of peace. Amanda Evans, will Amanda end up with Jake? I feel like Amanda will end up with Jake. I do feel that. Who am I reading now?
No idea. You said you were pulling spirits, so I wasn't paying that close attention.
Okay. Well, my moderator said I'm pulling spirits, so she wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to pull a spirit. Here we go. Here. All right. We got a grandmother energy. We got a grandma. Grandma is stepping up, and this lady loved to bake. She's also making it known that she was well endowed in the chest area. She has an apron on. She always wore something on her feet, and she wore reading glasses. I was about to say reading glass, but she's looking down and pulling them up like she was reading through the glasses, like she's looking at a recipe. And why are we looking at a recipe, Grandma? Because someone has her recipes. Okay. So let's recap, because this lady stepped up and she was on it. We have a grandma who was well endowed in the chest area. She's very much in the kitchen. She wore reading glasses to look at this recipe. Someone has her recipes. And someone has a lot of her kitchen stuff. Not just recipes. Someone has some of her kitchen stuff.
Adorable Amber 82.
Amber 80.
Adorable Amber 82.
Okay.
Maybe. There's a lot
Okay, let's see if we can get some more definitive information because there's a lot of people grabbing this lady. So let's see if we can get her to give me something. She liked her cast iron skillets. She's making it known that she had cast iron skillets and she really liked them. So that would be, because once I said we have so many people get grabbing you, Grandma, can you give me some information that's definitive? She showed me this cast iron skillet. So your grandma had to have a cast iron skillet. She was very particular about these cast iron skillets. Grandma loved her cast iron skillets and used them to make cornbread. I think that's who we have, Stardust Bay.
It hasn't even come up.
Okay, Stardust Bay. I think this is her because I was about to tell you that she was very particular about taking care of these cast iron skillets because of the way she made her cornbread in them. She didn't play when it came to her cast iron skillets. I was trying to figure out what this person was talking about in their comment. Something about everyone's grandmother or whatever. Okay, so I think we are here with Stardust Bay because of that cast iron skillet. You did a good job, Grandma. So this is very much how, someone says that's all grandmas. You know, not really. So what we said about this lady was, and she was starting to be grabbed by a lot of people, and I said, give me something definitive. And then she gave me this cast iron skillet that she was very, yeah, no, it's not my grandma, so definitely not. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Whenever I said, give me something definitive, she gave me this cast iron skillet. She was very good at her cooking, and that was her way of showing love. Like, she very much is talking about that whenever people came to her house, she wanted to cook. Like, that was her way of showing love, is anything could be fixed by sitting down over some food. And it's a gift of hospitality, she's saying. That's what she's saying. And Stardust, you have that same gift. You have that same gift of hospitality. You do it differently, but you have that same gift of hospitality and holding space for people and making them feel comfortable when they come in your house. And she's very much talking about that comes from her side of the family. She is proud to have given you that. And there is, okay, so Stardust, are you still on here?
She has not said anything. Toasted tofu's back.
Who? Toasted. Okay, she is very much talking about, okay, Stardust, there you are. There is someone in your family that has a name, like Grace or something. You know who she's talking about, Stardust? There's someone in your family with a G name, like Grace, or I'm hearing a Gus sound. She knows. Okay, let me get through this real quick. Grace. And she's talking about that little, whoever this person is with this G name. I feel like it's a Grace, or I was about to say Gretchen, and she stopped me. And she's talking about that person needs some support. And she wants them to know that she's around them and that they do have support. They are thought of. She does remember them. Okay, so if you can pass that message along, Stardust. Okay, just want to make sure I've gotten that right. Why are we saying, Lord have mercy?
Because she wants you to read somebody. Or so. Acknowledge her. Or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do we have some psychic?
No.
Oh, do you have somewhere for me to read?
Yes.
Okay.
Do a dark ball, Amber 82. Her grandma and Diane.
Amber 82?
Yep. Adorable Amber 82.
Okay, Amber 82, your grandma Diane. Okay, so this grandma is, as I'm calling up Diane, this lady is very well put together. Like, this lady is not vain, but she wanted to present well. She's very much put together. And I don't know why I'm seeing Mary Kay. Like, I'm seeing the pink palettes for Mary Kay. So I'm not sure if she's representing actual Mary Kay or if she is just representing her makeup. She very much is wanting me to make my hair bigger. So she's been someone who wanted to... I'm trying what? Okay. Okay, back to... I'm sorry. I should stop reading comments and let my moderator do her job.
I was about to tell you just to stop.
Okay, so she's making me want to make my hair bigger. She's talking about doing... She still did her eyebrows a few weeks before her death. I know. Yeah, like everyone who was saying that described everyone's grandma. Yeah, this grandma did not have no cast iron skillet. No. Even though she liked cooking and she did cook well.
She said that she believes that she did have a lot of Mary Kay, but she'll have to ask her mom.
This lady was just, I love her. She's so well put together and just talking, big hair. Yeah, she definitely is making me want to make my hair bigger, like, poof it up, poof it up, poof it up. Love this lady and her energy. She is my daughter would have, my daughter works at a nursing home. She would have loved this lady because she probably would have been in there telling, give me my makeup, give me my makeup.
She said that she baked a lot.
Let me pluck my eyebrows, let me pluck my eyebrows. And she's so funny. Like, her smile is just so genuine. And your mom misses her tremendously. Not that you don't miss her. I know that, yes, you miss her, but okay. Your mom misses her, and I'm assuming your mom is her daughter because of the closeness of the relationship that I'm feeling. I don't feel like this is your dad's mom. I feel like this is your mom's mom. And talking about how much that she misses her, and they were friends. Like, sometimes I feel like people could almost roll her eyes at her, but I was about to read a comment. I was like, oh no, my moderators are going to yell at me. Because she was just so out there and
she said that her and her mom talked every day on the phone.
Yeah. Your mom and her were more friendly. Yes, of course they were mother-daughter, but they were more friendly. They had a friend relationship.
That's
and
nice.
Your mom very much, I can just feel your mom wanting to pick up the phone and call her, and she's like, oh yeah, she's gone. She says, tell her to talk to me anyway. I can hear her. Tell her to talk to me. Like, she's talking with her hands and doing this. Of this lady. Very fun. Have you recently, I don't know why she's focusing on these eyebrows. Amber, have you recently had your eyebrows done, like microbladed or something? She's very much wanting me to talk about your eyebrows. So I'm not sure if you've just recently had them done, either microbladed or something, but she's talking about how nice they look. She wants you to know your eyebrows look nice. I don't know what this lady's infatuation is with those, but there you go. There you have it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Amber, for letting me read your grandma. She was beautiful and just so enjoyed her energy. You did. You just got them waxed. She said they look nice. You did good. Okay. Who else we got?
I didn't pull anybody.
Okay. She didn't pull anyone, so I'll pull someone. Okay. We have a grandpa stepping up. It's like we haven't had a man step up yet. Or maybe we did earlier. Anyway.
We did too.
We have a grandpa energy. This guy is, he has farmer energy. I'm not convinced he was a farmer when he passed, but he was a farmer earlier on in his life. He had older farming equipment. He didn't have newfangled farming equipment. So it must have been he was earlier on. I'm hearing an H name, like Homer, Harold. Okay, so we have grandpa energy. He farmed earlier in his life, but not as he got older, but he still very much liked that It could be Harvey.
Or Homer. There's a Homer.
Okay, so we're getting more than one H name because I was hearing Homer, Harold, something like that. So let me get some more definite information. Okay, so far your grandfather, it needs to be a grandfather. It needs to have an H name like Homer, Harold, something like that. Farmed earlier in his life, but not when he retired. He had diabetes. He's showing me he had diabetes. Has anyone claimed him?
Someone says that their Grandpa Harvey, he was a farmer.
Okay, so did this grandfather have diabetes? Because when I said, okay, the H name was not doing it, we still have not Harvey. Okay. Your grandpa was Harold. Did Harold have, or Howard, diabetes is big on him. I mean, that is a defining factor. So it has to be a grandfather who had diabetes with the H name. Has someone claimed? Yes, Stacy. Okay, very good. You know what? He very much did. I think of this, we have Stacy Keller. I think she claimed it all, including the diabetes. Okay, thank you very much. And I want to thank you, Grandpa. You did a very good job with your name and your diabetes and everything. Okay. He is talking about how much, like, he used to sneak things he wasn't supposed to eat. I don't know if you knew that about him, Stacy, but he, of course, wasn't, and I thought he was going to say pies, but he's showing me a biscuit. Are you not supposed to eat biscuits when you have diabetes?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Why? They're not sugars. Carbs.
Carbs raises your
All right.
sugar level, not just sugar.
So, Stacy, I thought he was
everything.
I know. And he says, I have no regrets. I have no regrets. So he did not care that he was going to go out on his own terms. He lived by his own terms, and he was going to pass away by his own terms. And he's like, she is not, no diabetes was going to stop me from my biscuit. So this man loved his biscuits.
No. Yes, he did.
Yes. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. And have you been on a diet, Stacy? Have you been like really, I don't know, a diet, that's the wrong word, but have you been watching what you eat? Because to me, there's a difference. Just watching the quality of the food you eat is more of what he's saying. And he's like, that's so boring. Stop it. And yeah, you're on a diet, yes. And that's just, when spirits do that, he's just teasing you. It's just their way of showing that they're around you. They see what's going on.
She's a diabetic.
Oh my goodness. Yes, then she needs to watch what she's doing, Grandpa. She's not going to follow in your footsteps. He's like, I enjoyed it. It was so good. And then he got serious. All of a sudden he got serious, and he is talking about,
She said, LOL, yes.
You taking care of yourself. And you've recently had a doctor's appointment. We love a good sneaky snack. I know I do love a good sneaky snack. I have 10 minutes between my readings. When I'm booked, I have just a 10-minute little,
yes.
Okay, little increment. I'll run out there and I'll grab a sneaky snack. He is, and when he was talking about you going to the doctor, there's nothing wrong. It's just him acknowledging that he's around you. He sees what you're doing, and he is proud of you that you are taking better care of yourself than he was. So, yes, he was being funny. He was just trying to make us all laugh, which shows he was a jokester, but he is being serious and saying he is proud that you are taking such good care of yourself. And he says, keeps doing that you are going to be okay. So I don't know if there was some concern, like if you wondered if you were going to be okay. But he said you are. That you're taking good care of yourself, you're doing all the right things, and you're going to be okay. Okay, thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Stacy.
He was a wonderful grandpa.
Thank you for letting me read your Grandpa. He was very sweet. Let me make some notes here.
She always wondered that.
All right. So someone asked if y'all want to book a reading. You can book one on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. A calendar opens up to you and you're automatically sent a Zoom link. Did you pull someone?
Yes. Ashley Morgan. She wants Justin. I believe it was her boyfriend or fiance at the time. I don't know. She was calling
Okay.
both.
Miss Ashley Morgan. I'm trying to read Justin.
Sorry.
Okay, again, just
Justice.
for the Justice. Sorry,
I wrote it down wrong.
Justice. Make sure if it's not your person, tell me and we'll figure out who it belongs to. This person stepping up is taking responsibility for their own passing. He has a brilliant smile on the thin side. And you would have known him to have a habit of standing with his right hand in his pocket.
Yes, he was thin.
Does the rest of it fit, Miss Ashley? Known for a habit of sticking his hand in his right pocket and taking
He always did, yes.
Okay, very good. Very, very good. Thank you, Miss Ashley. You did a good job confirming.
She didn't say that. She just said yes. But
You must have had some strong energy behind that yes, because my moderators are there. She's saying yes, 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 which we knew you weren't. She's just teasing. But you must have had some strong energy behind that yes. He's laughing because when I tapped into you, I could feel like your energy rolling at me. And he said, "She's so excited."
she said, I've been waiting. She's been waiting very patiently for me.
He said that you were so excited. You couldn't believe, like, when you heard your name, you're like, yes, 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 that's me. And he's laughing about that. He loved your joy. He loved your excitement. You are you were very expressive with your emotions and your feelings.
An hour asking.
Oh my goodness, sweetie. Oh my goodness. Miss Ashley, you've been on here for an hour. Let me throw something at my moderator. I'll hit her for you. He loves that about you. Like, you are such a ball of energy and joy and expression. Like, if you're mad, people know you're mad. If you're happy, people know you're happy. And, oh my goodness, he so loved that about you. You just bring life and energy and joy to everywhere you go. And he's like, don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that. Miss Ashley, are you in school college school? Are you in college? Have you just graduated college? He's showing me my symbol for college in relation to you and how proud he is of you. So that means you're either in college, just graduated.
Yeah, she just started a new job. She said I won't just start a new job.
He's so proud that you have
Brand new job.
picked yourself up. And I mean, his passing to you, of course, was devastating. Of course it was. But you're not letting it define you. Are you finished grieving? No. You will probably grieve for the rest of your life. We do not leave our grief behind us. We carry our grief with us. Just takes on different forms according to what day it is. But he is so proud that you have not let his passing define you. You have continued on. You get up.
She said that she was pregnant with his daughter when he passed.
And you just put one foot in front of the other. And oh my goodness, this man could not have more love for you. And he's saying, if it's even possible, I love you more once I passed and saw
She said that
how strong you
his
were.
daughter's a reminder of her fight for life.
That's beautiful. And his daughter looks like him, he's saying. Something about the eyes. You look into her eyes and you can see him in her. She can also see him. I don't know if she's ever talked to you about that, if she's ever said that she has, yeah, she looks just like him. Mm-hmm. Like a mini-me, he's saying. And she can,
It's all about their eyes.
she can see him. I don't know if she's ever talked about him or if she says she knows him. Because she does. He's with her all the time. And I don't know how old she is, but she's kind of starting to outgrow it. But she used to see, like physically see him, like he was right there.
She acts like him, walks like him, and says he's there in spirit.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She's 13.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I do want to, not really warn, but anyone, this goes because your daughter is very open and intuitive, and we are having a whole new generation of kids being born and coming into this world who are just very open and very intuitive, and they are deeply connected to the other side. And raising this new generation is just very different. So if anyone on here's kids are talking about seeing spirits, having visitors, don't instantly just make them feel like they're crazy. Talk to them about it. Ask them questions. If they're not good with the communication, have them draw a picture of what they're seeing. It's a whole new generation of kids coming up. They are very much tapped into the spirit world. Thank you, Miss Ashley, for letting me read. It was beautiful. He's a beautiful, beautiful human, and you're doing a great job. He's so proud of the way you've gone on without him. Thank you, Justice. If anyone wants to book an appointment, Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium, calendar opens up to you, and a Zoom link is sent. And
she said that she asked her if it would have been better to know him and lose him, or just not know him at all.
Do you have someone else for me? Oh, no, wait. I was about to ask, but I have someone stepping up. Or I should say popping up. Okay, so this dude, and he is a dude, is stepping up with a lot of attitude. Hispanic descent, and he is popping when he comes up here. Now when people... guys, mostly guys. I've never seen women walk like this, but I guess they could. He's walking out like poppin', J name. So this guy just used automatic writing with me because I was writing Hispanic, and then I just said J name, and I wrote Jesus, and I was like, oh, his name was Jesus. He looked at me, he's like, my name is not Jesus. You're letting your white show through. I was like, well, I'm sorry. I just was like doing automatic writing. I wrote Jesus. I said Jesus. He's laughing at me. Okay. So, how do you pronounce that?
Jose.
No, it's Jesus. How do you pronounce?
It's Jose. I have taken care of people with that name.
Apparently, we have a Jose. Hispanic descent. Lots of attitude. Popping up here. He died violently.
Jesus. Some people are saying Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, see? Jesus. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Leave me alone. I was working this morning.
Okay.
Stop roasting me.
Okay, my moderator said for y'all to stop roasting her. Okay, wait a minute. Y'all making me tear up here with this laughing. Okay. Whew. Okay. Hey, Zeus, my moderator said stop roasting. Okay, y'all stop. Y'all are making me tear up here. My goodness. Y'all mess up my makeup. And so as we're saying this, Jesus here, Jesus, is tapping his foot like, are we done yet? Can we get on with this? Okay, sorry, I was so distracted. Mr. Jesus, Jesus. Died a violent death. He's given me very much a gang feel. Like he was, if he was not involved in a gang, I would be very surprised. He very much has an energy about him. In all seriousness, okay, see, someone's giving you a compliment. Thank you,
Finally.
thank you. In all seriousness, does this spirit belong to anyone here? We have someone who is Hispanic descent. Jesus is his name. He died a violent death. He was either involved in gangs or gang-like activity. Very much. My phone's ringing. Has anyone claimed him?
No. I think we just got out of the...
Okay.
correcting me.
Oh, someone knew who your name was. Okay, so does he belong to anyone? If we're going to let him go if he doesn't after. But he did give us a nice laugh. Okay, we have Jesus. Hispanic descent, of course. And gang-like activity. Handsome man. Like, he was very handsome. Was he from Puerto Rico? You know, he could have been. I'm just getting Hispanic descent. And I would consider Puerto Rico Hispanic descent. So does this fit? Whoever just asked me that, does this fit who you were asking about? He is very much saying, telling you, I think this is Jonathan. Did I get the name wrong? Is that what you're saying?
There's been a lot of other J names, just not.
Okay. Okay, we had a lot of fun with this J name, but let's see if we can take this out. He is very much letting me know, because while I'm looking at the comments, I said something about Mexico in my head, and he took out. He's a jokester. He's definitely a jokester, this guy. He very much took out of my head Mexico. He did not appreciate me saying that he was from Mexico. So he was of Hispanic descent, but not from Mexico. He was from another Hispanic country. And
tattoos question.
Yes, he does have tattoos, but I honestly cannot tell what they are. I'm not going to try to make that up. I will tell you what I get. And he does have tattoos. He has a big one on his chest. And I'm hearing I'm hearing Mother Mary. Puerto Rican. Do Puerto Ricans not like to say they're from Mexico? They're different. He has a tattoo of Mother Mary somewhere on him.
It's the user 27 whatever.
The user 2, is that who this belongs to? Have we determined who that is?
I believe so.
Okay. User
they're the one that mentioned the tattoo.
2 whatever.
2741515.
27415 blah 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 blah.
Yes.
I believe we have someone who belongs to you. And this guy's like, oh, finally. But he's being dramatic. He's Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. He's just being funny. He does not really take offense to it. He was just being funny. He has very much enjoyed the laughter he has created. And he's like, it was worth every bit of it. He definitely...
It's their boyfriend's best friend.
He definitely played a joke on me, something about me writing his name down if I got it wrong, something about the whole name thing. He did that on purpose because he wanted to create laughter. He loved people to just have fun, and he liked to party. He liked beer, he is saying, because he's very much saying, have a beer for me, have a beer for me.
Yes.
And would you know him to like to smoke, but smoke things that aren't cigarettes? Because he's saying to have one of those for him also. I don't know. Can we say those words here on TikTok? Will we get hunted down?
Grass.
Yes. He's, when you mow. Yes,
she said the word, yes.
I didn't know if I could say that on here.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'll be moderated or what will happen, but yes, that's exactly what he's talking about. He's also talking about having one of those
the
for
devil's
him.
lettuce, somebody said.
The devil's lettuce. Oh my God, y'all are so fun today. He's like,
he has some for everyone, always.
He had some for everyone, always. Yes, he's very much talking about having one of those for him. And when someone said the devil's lettuce, oh my goodness, I thought he was going to... If you could pee yourself in heaven, he would have, with his laughter from that. That is hysterical.
They called it the giggle bush.
The giggle. Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny today. he is, okay, so you said this is your boyfriend's best friend. Have y'all talked to marriage or engagement? Because he's making me feel like that y'all are like more solidified than just boyfriend, girlfriend. And he's like, when are y'all gonna, he's saying jump the broom, but you know, that's a slang term for getting married. Very much teasing you about that. And just loves that y'all still talk about him. Y'all still talk about him and some of the crazy crap he would do. Spice Girl. Oh my gosh.
Also, somebody said, "You're welcome," and then type Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
She said that they would have been together for 9 years. And then she said he's nuts.
He is this guy. I love this guy. He needs to come have me read him every day. He is very much talking about y'all need to get married. He's like, what are y'all waiting for? Get y'all's asses married. And he is loving how much y'all still remember him and talk about him and his antics and think about him. He's like, tonight, go have a drink for me. Well, y'all have been so much fun. I would love to continue this, but I do have to go. I have an appointment coming up that I have to go to. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are such a blessing today. I appreciate y'all. If you would like to book a reading, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, a calendar will open up. You click the day and time that works for you, and you're automatically sent a Zoom link. Thank you all for being here today. I so appreciate y'all. You are a great time. And I want to thank your spirits too. Your spirits did a good job. Y'all have a good Saturday.